for this week's report. Another inside look at the IOKA Renovations project. The Exeter Historical Society celebrates another year of history in Exeter. Daughters of the American Revolution lay wreaths at Winter Street Cemetery. An update from the Exeter Public Library. And a holiday message from the community. For Exeter TV, I'm Bob Glowacki, and this is the Exeter Biweekly Report. Let's get started. In August of this year, IOKA Properties LLC gave us unique access inside their ongoing renovations of the Mayor Building. In our next segment, we pick up where we left off with another video update with help from Morningstar Aerial, who has been documenting the project. Our last report in August concluded with the steelworkers having substantially completed the installation of steel girders for 3 levels of new decks that will overhang the river on the backside of the IOKA building. The decks initially served as work platforms that allowed workers to cut higher openings in the brick for new windows and doors. The work included not just cutting through the brick, but also cutting through a steel I-beam that was part of the original addition to the rear of the IOKA. All of the cuts on the riverside have been completed, as well as those on the 2 sides of the building. At the same time as these new openings were being cut in the building, a few existing doors and window openings that were not part of the new floor plan were being sealed off and bricked over. The footage that you're currently viewing shows progress that has been made since the project was initiated back in 2020. It also demonstrates just how much the overall appearance, along with this stretch of the river, has been improved due to the combined construction activities on the IOKA and the former Travel and Nature Store buildings. While the riverside window and door work was largely out of view to the public, activities on the street side of the IOKA were potentially more visible to local residents. During the months of October and November, the installation of new underground utility lines was substantially completed. The IOKA and the former Travel and Nature Store both required replacement lines for sewer, stormwater, drinking water, fire suppression water, natural gas, and electrical lines. The gas line installations had to be completed separately from the sewer and water line installations for safety reasons. The work was completed over the course of several evenings and required that sections of Water Street between the Great Bridge and String Bridge remain closed to vehicular traffic. In late November, the work to connect the new underground electrical service to IOKA buildings was complete. This task was done during daylight hours, and Water Street remained open to 2-way vehicular traffic during installation. The installation of underground electric service lines to 45 Water Street should be the last excavation needed to the street. While the road work was underway on the street side of the building, crews were performing masonry repairs necessary to correct damage caused by the growth of a 6-foot-tall tree that had taken sprout on the upper level of the building during the 12 years the building sat vacant and was overtaken by mold. This was a crucial repair that needed to be completed before work could commence on the installation of the IOKA's new roof. Work to install the new roof is scheduled to start once the masonry work is completed, provided Mother Nature cooperates. Immediately after the masons completed the brickwork to repair the tree damage, they erected scaffolding on the sidewalk in front of the IOKA. This was all in preparation for the final transformative phase to the external appearance. 3 major changes will occur to the face of the IOKA building. The first change will be the removal and relocation of the Mayor Building sandstone sign sections to the upper tier of the building. Relocating the signage will allow crews to complete the second major change, cutting the openings in the brick for 5 new windows serving the upper floor of the building. The third major change will be the installation of a new canopy that will run along the width of the building. The new canopy will be more in keeping with the original historic face of the IOKA Theater. The sidewalks in front of the building should remain open to pedestrian traffic while the majority of the work is being performed. The developers are aware of the busy holiday downtown shopping season and will only close the sidewalks as public safety concerns dictate for short periods of time. We've been focusing a lot about what's going on the exterior of the building, but now let's take a look at what's going on inside. Since August, a small army of carpenters, electricians, plumbers, heating and air conditioning technicians, and masons have been hard at work making as much headway on the inside of the building as crews have made on the outside. A new concrete subfloor was completed on the river level of the building, allowing electricians and plumbers to run miles of electric wires and pipes throughout the building. Heating and ductwork was also underway, with adding light fixtures, base plates, and a new fire sprinkler system and water mains for hoses on all levels of the building. Completing these tasks will allow crews to enter the next phase of construction that will include the installation of sheetrock work. We hope that you have enjoyed this inside look at the ongoing renovations and would like to thank the developers for granting us access to the project and showing us just how much time and investment is going into restoring a building with such importance to the town, ensuring that this landmark will be enjoyed for many more decades to come. As we focus on what was being planned for the building, we wanted to give another update, this time on the theater's historic marquee. When the marquee was removed, its future was unknown. In 2021, the sign was donated to the American Sign Museum in Cincinnati, Ohio, where it is currently awaiting restoration. The IOKA marquee is expected to play an important role in the newly expanded wing of the museum, so be sure to continue to follow Exeter TV for this inspiring story. In place of their monthly lecture series, the Exeter Historical Society held their annual holiday open house. Will Tapley took a trip to the society to learn more.
Step into history with the Exeter Historical Society's Holiday Open House. People from all over came together to celebrate, explore, and embrace Exeter's rich heritage. Festive live music filled the historic building as attendees filled their plates with holiday treats and learned all about Exeter's deep history through the many open exhibits.
I love the Historical Society because I love history, and I wish more people were excited about the things that the Exeter Historical Society does. It's an amazing organization, an amazing group of people, and come join us.
Oh, I love the Historical Society. The monthly lectures are fantastic. I always learn something. But the open house gives you an opportunity to get even closer to historical objects. For example, these games that are here, which myself and my friend will be playing later. We have a TV that we can watch, and we can settle in for the night with a glass of wine and some cookies.
We spoke to the co-executive director of EHS, Barbara Remkunis, to hear about how this year went for the society.
Hi, welcome to the Exeter Historical Society. We've had a great year. We got back on our feet after the pandemic. We started having most of our programs over at the town hall so we can accommodate more people. And of course, we've also been broadcasting with Exeter TV, so it's been a great year for us.
The Exeter Historical Society is continuing their monthly speaker series going into 2024, with topics such as Winter in New England and the Snow Train in January, the Exeter Nurses Training School in February, and how Exeter residents learned about the Civil War in March. The Society is always looking for more volunteers and people to serve on their Board of Trustees. If this interests you, visit exeterhistory.org for more information.
The Exeter chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution held a brief ceremony to honor Revolutionary and Civil War soldiers. Gabe Perez attended the ceremony and has this report from the Winter Street Cemetery.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us here today at the historic Winter Street Cemetery as we celebrate the mission to remember the fallen, honor those that serve and their families, and teach the next generation the value of freedom. We ask that to start the event, you all please join us in a moment of silence.
My name is Renee Allen, and I am the Vice Regent of the Exeter chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution. Today, December 16th, which is incidentally the same day as the Boston Tea Party, we are here with wreaths across America, laying wreaths on the graves of the 30 or so Revolutionary War soldiers that are buried in the historic Winter Street Cemetery.
Today we're here at the Winter Street Cemetery. We are laying wreaths at the Revolutionary War veterans' grave sites. So my husband and I were here to identify all the locations this morning, and now as we speak there are several members of the community that are laying those wreaths for Wreaths Across America. This is a good time to teach about history and the freedom of our nation. If those things are not taught to the next generation, there could be a time where we have to explain why people are not free.
The Daughters of the American Revolution will be placing a large sign here in commemoration of America's 250th birthday, which will be in 2026. There'll be a large sign we'll put over at the Front Street Gates entrance, and there'll be a big ceremony That will be next fall.
For our next segment, we take a trip over to Chestnut Street for the last library update of 2023.
Hello from the Exeter Public Library. I'm here to share some exciting news and updates for the coming weeks at the library. First off, the library will be closed this coming Saturday, December 23rd, as well as Monday, December 25th. We will be closed the following Saturday, December 30th, and the following Monday, January 1st as well, in recognition of all the holidays happening this time of year. So we'll still see you all those other days that I didn't just list, and hopefully we'll see you soon. During school vacation week, the teen scene will be hosting a gaming tournament all week long. So you can come in and play board games, video games, and just have a ball and compete a little and maybe win a prize. The children's room will have their ongoing story times, scavenger hunts, open arts, and so much more happening during school vacation week. Check out our website for all those details of all the fun things happening here at the library. The library is very excited to be launching in the new year a series on art history and art here at the library. This lecture series will be hosted by Exeter resident Uta Tellini. Professor Tellini holds a PhD degree from Rutgers University, where she also taught the history of art for over 20 years before coming to us in New Hampshire. The first series will be on architecture on January 16th and the 23rd, both at 10 a.m. There's no registration required, and you can come to either lecture or both. We will also be hosting her in February for a series on modern art and a series on sculpture in March. Keep an eye out for those future dates. We have one quick update about our movie series here at the library. Starting in January, movies will begin at 1 p.m. They will still be on Tuesdays, they will still be in the meeting room with popcorn, but because it gets dark a little earlier this time of year, we'll be starting the movies a little earlier. We are so excited to celebrate the new year here at the library, and keep an eye out for all new and exciting things we are hoping to be hosting.
And finally, with the holidays in full swing and New Year's Eve just over a week away, Exeter TV went out to town to gather holiday messages.
I'd like to wish everyone a joyous, merry, peaceful, and happy holiday from Water Street Bookstore. Thank you all for all your support of the bookstore and being part of our bookstore community all year. This is the best time of year, and we appreciate all of you. Thank you.
Happy holidays from all of us here at Cymbidium Floral.
Exeter is a wonderful place to spend the holiday season. The shops are great, the people are friendly, the weather, look at the weather today. It's a great place to visit.
Happy holidays from the library.
Happy holidays from Water Street Marketplace. We opened in June and we're so psyched to be here in town.
Merry Christmas from Whirligigs.
Happy holidays and Vesele Vianoce, as I'll be celebrating Christmas in Slovakia.
Happy holidays to everyone in Exeter, and a very happy holiday season, a happy new year, and for a good one coming up.
Merry Christmas from us here at La Cascade du Chocolat.
Hi, I'm Russell Dean, Town Manager for the Town of Exeter. During the holiday season, we have a lot to be thankful for, friends and family. And from the Town of Exeter, I'd just like to say on behalf of the staff, we wish you the very, very best of the holiday season, a very Merry Christmas, and all the best in the new year.
Hi, I'm Nico Papakosades, Chair of the Exeter Select Board. And I'd like to take a minute, first of all, to thank our professional and dedicated staff, as well as our dedicated and professional volunteers, without whom our town could not function as the vibrant community that we are. And I'd also like to take the opportunity, on behalf of my family and me, to wish all of our citizens of Exeter a very joyous and safe and peaceful holiday, and a happy and healthy 2024. Happy holidays. Cheers.
From all of us at Exeter TV, we want to thank you for tuning into our program every other Friday to stay up to date and engaged with the town throughout 2023. We look forward to telling more stories and creating more video updates in the next year. From election information to sewer updates, from IOKA construction projects to the Historical Society, we'll be sure to do our best to cover all things Exeter in 2024. We wish you and your families a happy holidays and a happy new year. That does it for this week's report. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to help us spread the word. And head over to the town website and subscribe to the town's email newsletter to get this show and other town news sent straight to your inbox. We'll be back in 2024 for another year's worth of exciting town news and updates. For Exeter TV, I'm Bob Glowacki, and this has been the Exeter Biweekly Report. Have a good weekend, Exeter. For Exeter TV, I'm Bob Glowacki, and this is the Exeter Biweekly Report. Let's get started. The Planning and Sustainability Office hosted a public information session on proposed zoning changes. Back in November of last year, a small harbor seal swam up into the Swampscott River.
She was very much ready to get back out to sea.
Dogs, mankind's best friend.
The town will consider building a new police station with a fire substation at the upcoming town election. Exeter was one of only 2 communities in New Hampshire to offer fully accessible voting this past Tuesday. Bears have been spotted near Exeter homes earlier this month. A 12-inch reamer drill, which widens the hole, successfully made it from Swayze Parkway to the mill side of the river.
The museum unveiled a new memorial to the Revolutionary War soldier on the grounds of the museum.
Trees are really important for oxygen because otherwise we can't breathe.
With the Siphon project continuing on, a special town deliberative session was held in order to determine where the project goes from here.
Opened in 1915, the IOKA operated as a theater for over 9 decades, closing its doors in 2008.
Yeah! What did you do?
Connors Climb Foundation is dedicated to raising awareness about mental health and suicide prevention across New Hampshire.
We have a quick recap of the most recent select board meeting from our Meeting Minutes series. What's that?
I'm Dr. Steve Jones, and I'm a retired physician.
To celebrate Exeter's selection as a grant recipient, Senator Jean Shaheen held a meeting with stakeholders and interested parties.
We've got to do a whole range of things.
See you soon. Cheers. Cheers. Oh my God.
We began today's event by singing the song called Indakina, which translates to our homeland.
And we're just looking to make sure that we are here to show survivors that we're here for them.
Yeah, I think this year we're gonna make it the best Halloween Exeter has ever seen.
Yeah, that's the spirit, Gabe. That does it for this week's report. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to help us spread the word. We'll be back. For Exeter TV, I'm Bob Glowacki, and this has been the Exeter Biweekly Report. Have a good weekend, Exeter. Cut.
No, I need the thumbnail.
I think me on the kayak is going to be the thumbnail.
No, right in public. Right in the middle of the public. I just need some thumbnail face.
Jack. 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 You totally could have fit on the door. I'm sorry.
My life, Jack.